Inspiration comes from within, up under the skin, to make you run for the pen, to bless them with something again. I'd rather keep it real.
Now, growing up, guys, we all had certain aspirations and dreams. I remember when we were little boys and girls, we used to play house. Some would be mothers, others would be fathers, and others would be doctors, others would be nurses, and others would be teachers. I remember because you actually had to make sure that you get into character, either with the way you dress, with the way you speak, or with the way you would actually have to make sure that you definitely get into character so that you have a feel of how that person feels like when they're actually doing their jobs. And all this we did in hope that one day you're probably going to be in the shoes of that person. Anyway, welcome to it, Live Your Dream. My name is Deliverance Chico Kwanya. I'm filling in for my girl Whitney. This is the only show that brings you closer to your dreams, because we turn each and every dream into a reality. So now today I'm going to be joined by Expectation Mazarura, who is an A-level student at First Choice College, and he aspires to be a chef. So now to all you food lovers out there, I'm sure you cannot wait to see how Expectation Day goes like. Anyway, it's time for us to meet Expectation.
I'm inspired, chasing my desires.
So guys, I told him I'm not even getting inside his house. We're just going to come here, get him, and then we're going to go. Chef, what's happening, man?
What up? How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you very much for having me. It's good to be here.
Are you ready to live your dream?
Man, I'm so ready.
Okay, so can you just tell us a bit about yourself? Who is Expectation?
Well, Expectation is a 19-year-old boy who's doing arts at First Choice College.
Okay.
Who loves to write, who loves to cook, and who loves to eat, especially.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What kind of chef doesn't like to cook and eat, guys?
You know, right?
Okay, so now what do you think the definition of a chef is?
A chef is a person that gives sustenance to people in the most delectable and the most exciting and scrumptious way. That's my definition of a chef.
That's a very scrumptious definition. But anyway, my dictionary tells me that a chef is someone who is trained. It's a trained and skilled cook who does everything proficiently in all the aspects of food preparation. Do you think that as an aspiring chef you're proficient?
Yeah, I like to believe so myself. I am proficient. Well, what can I say? I am tried and tested, right? So I am really proficient. I know my things and I always do my things in order. So that's the one for me.
So now I know that there are many myths and gender disparities when it comes to chefing. Other people say that it's a women-dominated industry. So now as a guy who is ready to enter into the world of chefing, why chefing career? Besides all of the careers that are out there, why did you choose to become a chef?
Well, reason number one is I love to eat, right?
Definitely.
You understand? And I'm someone who loves smiling and to put smiles on people's faces
when they get full with
exactly.
Nice food.
You know, right? So I needed a job that can integrate these two, right?
Okay.
So I can do things that make people smile and do what I want as a person. And the thing is, with cooking and everything else, it's not something that is embedded in our DNA. It's a passion that we have to follow. So regardless the fact that you're either a guy or a girl, you can always cook. Regardless of the fact that you are a girl.
Yes,
or
that is
man.
so true. So I can also go for chefing, right?
Exactly, my
yes,
man.
Guys, I think I'm also going to take up chefing after this. I'm just going to come and crash your day. I hope you don't mind. So is your family supportive of your chosen career? Like your sisters, I'm good in the kitchen. But you do experiment as how is your family supportive?
Well, not at all. My parents are really supportive.
Okay.
My parents want me to be happy, and nothing makes my parents happy than to see me happy. And what makes me happy as a person is doing what I want, and what I want is to cook. And well, they can't resist because they love my cooking. Man, I'm really good.
They love your cooking?
Yeah, I'm really good.
Since they love your cooking, what are some of the qualities do you think that a chef should have? The good qualities that a chef should have?
For one, a chef should have an eye for perfection. You see, this is like science and mixing ingredients that are optimum. So you should always have an eye for perfection. That's one. And the other thing is you should have a passion, right? You have to put your mind and your heart to it when you're cooking. And if you can't do that, you can never be a good cook. But if you love cooking and if you love food, you can be a good cook. I think that's what I think.
Wise words right there. So I know could you put him at different types of chef. There's a pastry chef, there's a sous chef, there's a soup chef. What kind of chef do you want to be?
I want to be a soup chef.
Okay.
You see, the thing with being a soup chef, it's integrative. You get to communicate with your food. It's different from being a pastry chef.
Please tell me more. How do you get to communicate with your food, guys?
Exactly. You see, when you are baking, say you're making pastry, you just have to put stuff in an oven, right? But whereas when you're making stuff like soup, you have to integrate, you have to mix, you have to change things, you have to put more ingredients, you have to taste. And that's what I want. I need to communicate. I need to integrate myself with my job. And soups are an expression of what I want. So that's why I'm into soups.
Guys, that is very interesting. So now, before we go to check out the chef that we have for you today, who is your inspiration as a chef? Like, who do you look up to? If you like see that person, be like, guys, I want to be like that chef. Who is that person?
That's a good question, D-Ray. And the good answer rather is my mother.
Wow.
My mother is a good cook. She's like the bomb in the kitchen. So I always want to emulate her, and maybe one day I can be half as good as she is because she is good. So that's the woman I look up to.
That is very inspirational. Anyway, right about now it's time for us to go and check out Expectation Chef as he gets to live his dream. Yeah, but yes, Thirsty Figile, and when an Expectation right now is about to meet up with the chef. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
You're so ready?
I'm so
So what do you think you guys are going to be doing today?
I'd like to keep it a surprise. Let's just see, man.
Okay, life is
Let's just
definitely
see.
full of surprises. Okay, right about now, it's time for us to go and check out your chef.
Let's go.
I'm inspired, chasing my desires.
Welcome back, guys, and right now I am joined by Chef Ballantyne. How are you? And welcome to Meet the Dream. Fine to you. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, so right now, before Expectation comes through, his dress and all, guys, so I'm sure you're going to be seeing him like a attire, just like our chef. So what is Expectation going to be learning about today?
Yeah, he's going to learn how to fry, because I wanted to be comfortable with all methods of cooking, but today he's going to do two. So we're going to do shallow frying, one, and then the other one is going to be boiling.
Okay.
Yeah, there are techniques associated with all these methods of cooking. So I want him to learn those two for the first time, and the next time when we wait, I think that's when we go deeper.
You're going to go deeper.
Yeah.
That is very interesting, and I'm sure that Expectation cannot wait. So without wasting much time, guys, it's time for us to call out the Expectation. Expectation, it's your time now. How are you feeling? Are you excited?
I'm excited, yes, and I'm also scared, Alicia.
Oh yeah, try to scare, huh?
Yes, guys, the introduction. Chef Ballantyne, this is Chef Expectation, aspiring Chef Expectation. He's going to be a prodigy for today, so I'm sure he really wants to learn a lot from you today. So yeah, he is under your care. My work here is done for now. I'm going to see you guys a bit later on that I have to have my testing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right, today we're going to prepare pan-fried topside steak. Here's our topside. Served with mushroom sauce and parsley boiled potato. Here are ingredients for cooking up with parsley, salt and pepper to taste, garlic cloves, milk, mushroom, and flour. Right, we will start by peeling our potatoes, because we're going to do parsley boiled potato. And then we preheat our pan for the steak. Our first stage is to tenderize the meat. Use the meat tenderizer.
Okay.
Alright. This is how we do it. It's tenderizing more butter out. So that the meat can tender. It won't take long to cook. You will break the meat fibers, right? Just by doing it by hammering or buttering out like this. So what makes the meat tough, as you can see, these white things, these are the meat fibers. So by using this meat tenderizer, you're breaking it. You don't want it to shrink, so you cut it by opening it. It's like this, right? I'm chopping it now. Alright, it's done. And now we're going to preheat our pan. Because it's shallow frying, you mustn't put much oil because it's shallow frying. Okay. That's another method of cooking as well. Right. So now right. So when you're doing the frying or the grilling, there are certain degrees of doneness. It compares now with the guest. How you want this steak to be done. I'm telling now for the first time. Right. And I'm adding chopped garlic on top. Flavor. Just the flat. This one you're going to cook it medium brown. Now I'm starting to peel off potatoes. For the parsley boiled potato, the cartridge you're going to use is wedge cut. So the name of the card is also again. Some they use the name of the potato. Half this. So the wedges. Come out nice like this one. Right. Potatoes. Use a vegetable spoon so that's one plate of syrup. Press it down nicely in boiling water. Now you put your seasoning when the steak is almost done. Because if you season it the first time, it will become tough as well. So you season it when it is about that good. Our steak is done now. Mushroom sauce, you heat your pot, you make your measuring, and then you cut your mushrooms, you put it in the pot, fry it a bit, you add a little bit milk, fry it again, keep stirring it, and then you add a little flour for the thickness. It also depends with the customer or the chef who's cooking it, how you want it, a little bit runny or thick. Okay. Adding more flour, it becomes thick. Right? And then that will be our mushroom sauce. Right?
So on the mushroom, I know there are different types of mushroom, right?
Yes.
So you just any type of mushroom you can do.
You're right, exactly.
Okay,
Your potatoes, and then you take your potatoes. Taste them nicely. Then your parsley. And then salt and pepper. Okay. Your cauliflower. If it has these black stains, you can remove them off by using a peeler. Broccoli, just in between. One. If it is too big, cut it again. It's different when cutting other vegetables. You have to follow this step. Right? Okay. You don't cut it across. Just follow the step. Downwards, okay? You see that? Now, last stage, we're going to cook our vegetables. Method of cooking which you're going to use is blanching, whereby you boil the water first and then just place your vegetables in that boiling water and then remove them. Okay. Because if you dip them in that boiling water, they become overcooked.
So broccoli and cauliflower are the only vegetables you can use, or you can cook something else?
Any type of vegetable. Any type of vegetable. Even if you just want to blanch it as well, you can blanch it and then just add a little bit more aside. Okay. Any type of vegetable. That's how we cook vegetables. Vegetables are not to be boiled. Okay? Right. You're now refreshing your vegetables. Huh? Run them under cold water, like we have just done.
Okay.
So that they will cool up, they will cool down. Right. So you are going to make your butter, and then you put your vegetables in that pot. Salt and pepper to taste. Then put them aside, ready for service.
So why don't we use the spoon for the vegetables?
If you use spoon, you break the vegetables, because vegetables they are soft. Now we want to present our plates. Put a steak here, close to the customer. Just touch. Are you noticing something the way I'm putting vegetables? Mix the colors, right?
You're mixing the colors, yes.
Okay. Put it on top. Sam is already getting into the steak because since you have done this thing in a dry way, you mustn't pour right on top.
So what's the relevance of the presentation?
It must give eye-catching to the customer. Yeah.
So it must be eye-catching.
Eye-catching, guys. Just with eye-catching. Now for our garnish, I have used sweet potato leaf and a wedge tomato. That's for our garnish. Okay, this our plate is now complete. Now here we've got our pan-fried steak and mushroom sauce, served with parsley potato, broccoli as our meal.
I'm inspired, chasing my desires. I'm inspired, chasing my desires.
Delectable cuisine indeed. Expectation, are you going to be able to meet up with this amazing standards related to Chef Ballantyne today?
It's going to be tough, I will admit, but hey, I'm up for the challenge.
Yeah, up for the challenge.
I'm up for the
You're
challenge.
also going to do some nice presentation and make sure to stay here when you're so cool. Well done.
Yeah, I'm ready to do it. And I'll do it, I promise.
Okay, it's now time for us to see if expectation can get to my level as Chef Ballantyne.
I'm inspired, chasing my desires.
Okay, so now I have to wait for my water to boil so that I can put my potatoes in. So now I have to put my potatoes into the water gently. To loosen it a bit so that it can be optimal. So now I have to season my sauce with salt and pepper. So now I have to cut my veggies with the black spoons that the chef is talking about. And once I see that they are airtight, I have to cut parallel to the stem. Now I have to put my veggies into the water. For a very short time, so that it won't become. So right now I'm done with my cooking, right? It's time to prepare the food. It's time to garnish it and stuff. For my garnishing, I have to put my, first I have to put my sweet potato leaf right here, and then to go along with it, the small tomato right here. And then my dish is served. Thank you very much.
Hiwo imsebenzi iyabonakala. And guys, do not be fooled. This is not an episode of Battle of the Chefs, but it's simply expectation living up his dream. Chef, you have seen your young prodigy. How did he perform? I can see that there are the blades here. How did he perform?
As first time, I think he is done better. Because, okay, first, I'll start with the sauce.
Okay.
As you can see, there's a difference between these two sauces. Okay. This one is thick, too thick for a sauce. And then the presentation as well. There is a cap, you left a cap there. It seems as if you wanted to put something there. And then the direction again of the garnish of the tomatoes, it's upside down. Okay. Your potato, it was now looking like you were frying it. Remember we said it's parsley boiled potato. So you just have to melt your mash and then you toss it. You don't use a fork like what you're doing. Remember what I said? You just toss it. Okay? But generally, for the first time, I think it's done well.
So probably maybe out of 1 to 10, what mark would you give him?
Okay, I'll give him a 5.5.
5.5. Yeah. That's not bad. Congratulations. Okay, so now you did mention some of the stuff that you didn't like about his dish, the gap that you saw, and probably maybe the garnishing. What did you like most about the stuff that he learned from you today?
For the steak, you've done it right, and the vegetables, and those two, just wow.
It was more. Yeah, that is so excellent. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. You can vote on our Facebook page which plate you think is the most nicest. That is Live Your Dream. ZBC TV is A Wololo or is B Wololo or is A Dololo or is B Dololo. We want to know, guys, who won the battle today of the chefs. Thank you so much for joining us today on Live Your Dream, and thank you so much to our young prodigy today. Expectation, he was certainly living up his dream. Are you excited?
I'm excited. I'm really happy. I'm really happy to learn. It was educating. It was also entertaining. Thank you very much, Chef.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
That is definitely true. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step, and expectation has just taken up that one step. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Up until next time, it's a wrap.
I'm inspired, chasing my desires. I needed to do my thing, so I'm getting higher. Inspiration comes from within, up under the skin to make you run for the pen, to bless them with something. I'm inspired, chasing my desires. I needed to do my thing, so I'm getting higher. Inspiration comes from within, up under the skin to make you run for the pen, to bless them with something again. I'm inspired, chasing my desires. I needed to do my thing,